Hey guys, I want to tell you about a cool story I got to experience today at lunch. I had lunch with a patient that I met 20 years ago. Mark came to us in 2005 in this building when I was a 28-year-old dentist. I'm a 48-year-old dentist. Currently, just to catch everybody up, people know me as Dr. Nacho. I created Dental Nachos, a community to help dentists learn, laugh, and feel less alone. Also created Dentist Job Connect, a platform to help dentists bond together to unlock more free time, schedule freedom, and most of all, fewer hygiene checks by hiring an amazing associate dentist. But I still do come to my dental practice 2 days a month to deliver joy. That's what I call it. Don't ask everyone else here. I just come here to deliver joy. So I'm not doing work inside the operatory, but I'm still a practice owner. And today I got to have lunch with a patient I met 20 years ago. Mark came to us after not seeing a dentist for 30 years. Let that sink in. I was 28 years old at the time. He had not seen a dentist longer than I'd been alive, but he promised his wife he was going to go see a dentist. Said the pain had gotten to be enough for him. Some of it was emotional pain, not feeling he wanted to smile. He said he had a little bit of dental pain, not too much, but he came to our office thinking he was going to get his teeth cleaned and be on his way. Teeth cleaned and be on his way. So he came through the hygiene program, and my amazing dad, who I got to work with for 11 years before he sadly passed away, but amazing mentor, amazing friend. I get to work with my brother now. Practices, saw him at the new patient visit. And my dad, who is not one to mince words, Mark said he was sitting in the chair and he heard my dad behind him looking with the hygienist at the panoramic x-ray and said, this tooth's got to go, this tooth's got to go, this tooth's got to go. And Mark heard him and said, can I keep any of my teeth? He said, I don't think so, but you have to see my son. He is the one who deals with cases like this. So why was I the guy dealing with cases like that at the age of 28? Because I did a multiple year general practice residency at Albert Einstein, one of the best decisions of my life and career. Learning to place implants, some of my own implants as a general dentist in a responsible way, is one of the best decisions I've made in my life. The impact I've been able to have on my team, my patients, and myself, the joy that I've been able to deliver through dental implants has just been fantastic. So I met Mark in 2005 and we wound up removing all of his teeth. His teeth were ready to retire, not failed. They didn't fail. Don't say hopeless prognosis. Say, hey, Mark, your teeth are ready to retire and be replaced. We went through the options. Mark did do some of the work at our residency program, so I was able to do that with some of the residents when I was attending there. And Mark left with two stay in all the time teeth, what we might call fixed hybrid overdentures from back in like the 2008-ish time. So those are all acrylic, the titanium bar. So Mark then had his teeth maintained here at our dental practice. And life happens to your teeth. So you don't go to the dentist for 30 years. You have a lot of bone shrinkage. Say there's three not so great things that can happen to a tooth. Bone shrinkage, cavity break. So you had a lot of bone shrinkage. So maintaining these cases is not easy. So over time, we transitioned the lower to a snap-in removable, clean it under the sink case, which Mark also loves. So one of the things I want to share is when his lower fixed hybrid, lower stain all the teeth, time teeth, was showing signs of needing to be replaced, not failed, we did not freak out. We did not say failure. We did not cry inside the operatory. We just found a solution that would help Mark. We made it feel because we did. We had Mark's back, and we're going to make a good decision together. What Mark said, I said, Mark, why'd you trust the 28-year-old to do this? And I have a video of this, and he kindly said, because you made me feel comfortable, you gave me options, and you didn't judge me. Made me feel comfortable, gave me options, and didn't judge me. So three key points. I also want to share that when it was the first visit, when I was probably 28-ish, to take out, I think, 14 and 15 on the upper left for Mark. These teeth had about 102% bone shrinkage. If I looked at them meanly, they probably would have jumped out of Mark's mouth. But I took his blood pressure, and it was like 200 over 100. Then we say, oh, maybe he's nervous. 100, 190 over like 110. I said, this is not right. Mark, we got to pause, take a time out, see your doctor. Got on blood pressure medication. And his amazing wife kindly said that if he did not meet me when he was 61 years old, that was how old he was in 2005, she does not think Mark would be alive. And Mark agreed. So I feel so great about that because he got his health back in order, got his teeth back together, feels great, is able to eat the foods that he wants, and it's helped him in business as an executive coach. So why did I tell this story? We went to lunch today. Mark was able to eat the chicken panini with the implants that we'd made for him. Think how cool that is, Dennis. Like with a magic wand. He had no teeth, bone shrinkage, all his natural teeth are gone, and we're able to restore his teeth and give him 20 years of awesome chewing power. We should be so proud of that as a profession that we can create this magic for patients. And we should celebrate that we get to do this. But what's more important is the relationships that we develop. I always say you want to be searching for CR, not centric relation, that's made up, but cool relationships. So it's so cool that Mark and I have become friends. We've worked together. He's helped me with systems. He's helped me with management. We've become personal friends. We're with my amazing office manager, who's one of my favorite people on earth, Kate, who came to lunch with us. So this is to remember, count your wins, because there's going to be a lot of annoying losses out there. There's going to be a lot of frustrations. So find the wins, figure out how to develop your own treatment plan for happiness. What I say is you want to cry less, smile more, and don't let anyone teach you how to keep score. Talk about EBITDA, the profitable dental practice, but talk about ESPIDA, the number one KPI for dental practices, team members. Stress building inside towards dentisting annoyance. How many times we feel like crying inside a day? Because that's where we got to keep our crying. When we're running our dental practices, which actually feel more like circuses. What's it like to run a dental practice and work in one? The animals don't try to eat you, just slowly annoy you to death and make you question your own sanity. We all know what that feels like. So whether you're a dentist, a hygienist, an assistant, a front desk team member, an office manager, a lab technician, the spouse of a dentist, the family member of a dentist, you are supporting us, helping patients chew and smile with confidence, feel better about themselves, more self-esteem, and that's so important. So I think in this wild and wacky world, wild and wacky dentistry world, it's easy to remember the things that don't go so well, easy to focus on the people that complain, but find your marks, because then it becomes more than just dentistry. It becomes relationships with people. And that's what it's truly all about. If I can ever help you in any way, want to reach out to me, ask me a question. I would love to meet you, love to hear about your story, love to hear about your stresses, love to hear about your successes. What I share is that no one really likes going to the dentist, so we may as well like each other. So do not hesitate to reach out to me at dentalnachos.com. I would love to hear from you.